Welcome to Music and Medicine.
Welcome to Music and Medicine.
Welcome to Music and Medicine. I'm your host, Dr. Moshe Lewis. Welcome to Music and Medicine. I'm joined today by a young person coming up in the game, Richi Watson. He hails from my hometown up in Oakland, and we're really impressed with his love of music, but also just sort of hearing about that beginning story from an artist that's just beginning to try to make his mark. Welcome on our show.
Thank you.
Good. So talk to us about sort of how your love of music began and so how you got inspired to choose this career.
Yeah, of course. So I started off going to the church.
Right.
Didn't really sing or anything first, just as a little kid, around 3 or 4, being in the church, and watched the musicians play, the organist play, and everything. And then when service was over, me and my sister would go run up and play on the instruments,
Right.
like just slamming our hands against the keys or slamming against the drums or whatever it was. But I found a very big inspiration from the church, and wanted to get involved in music, watching that. And so I started doing choirs in elementary school, and eventually I started going to art schools and continued to pursue my love for music.
Sure. Who are some of the people you look up to and who you've gotten to sort of meet and work with a little bit?
I look up to Tony a lot. You know, there's some Oakland stars for sure.
Yes.
And I've gotten to work with and also open for Dwayne Wiggins, as well as Tony.
Right.
My sophomore year of high school, which was a great experience. So that's definitely a big inspiration of mine. And they do a lot for the community.
Sure.
So it's very beautiful to be a part of, you know, somebody who's so important within your own community.
Right. Talk to us about that process of discovery and getting that opportunity. How does that happen? How do they find you?
Yeah, so my dad actually is a doctor as well. And he actually helps take care of Dwayne Wiggins' family.
Sure.
So, you know, just through the grapevine, my dad was like, hey, got my son.
Sure.
He's a singer, he's talented, you know, check him out if you want.
Sure.
And, you know, he checked us out and was like, sure, we'll give these guys a shot. And that led for us being it, me, my friend, and I. We were an R&B duo called R&B. Richard and Bina was our name. And that ended up prompting us to perform at Yoshi's Oakland with Tony.
Right. Awesome. And you've spent some time at Berkeley. Talk to us about that school, what it represents, and how important it is to be able to spend some time there.
Yeah, so I went to Berkeley College of Music for a year. I also did their summer intensive programs when I was in high school, so got to see a lot of the campus, the people, and the area. So Berkeley was a great experience. They have lots of teachers there that just a plethora of information. You know, you have classes that can be specifically just for DJing, ranging all the way to conducting classes and learning how to conduct an orchestra. Like, there's almost a class for everything there that you need. I was a major in electronic production and design, which has to do with synthesis, modular synthesis, and learning about waveforms, and the specifics about sound design is really what you learn in that emphasis. So that was some of the things I was learning at Berkeley.
Sure. And what are you looking forward to? What projects do you have that are coming up or that you want to bring out?
So I'm currently working on an EP right now.
Sure.
The songs are all done, so I'm just getting ready to put it out. It's called Masculine.
Okay.
It has to do with about dealing with struggles with masculinity and what that means, and also defining that in my own way as a young man.
Sure.
So yeah.
And the show's called Music and Medicine. So talk to us about sort of your approach to fitness. You're very health oriented. You help other people work out.
Yeah, so yes, correct. I just got a job as a personal trainer more recently, and got my certificate. So I think music is definitely therapy. Definitely for me when I'm in my most darkest times, or am in kind of like a rut, creative rut, or anything, it's always play some music, or not just like listen to music, but also like let's go get to the piano and make something to express the way I'm feeling and make a song out of it. Try to turn something that can be painful or hurtful into something beautiful is kind of the goal.
Sure, that's beautiful. Where can we find you?
So I'm gonna be on Spotify. I'm still setting that all up right now, because I haven't released any new songs yet.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud at Watson. That's gonna be my artist name. So
Excellent. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for being willing to share. We love trying to support, people that are just coming up in the business, so to speak, and hopefully even some of the people you got to meet today are inspiring themselves, because they all started at a beginning place and we all got to go there. So we definitely want to, continue to support you, keep an eye out on you and things like that, and try to give you some connections as well, as I promised. Thanks.
for sure. Thank you.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Sure. Welcome to Music and Medicine. Welcome to Music and Medicine. Welcome to Music and Medicine. I'm your host, Dr. Moshe Lewis.